بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم اجعلني فيه من المستغفرين واجعلني فيه من عبادك الصالحين القانتين واجعلني فيه من أوليائك المقربين برأفتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, children. Welcome to another episode with me, Zahra Al-Alawi, where I tell you a beautiful story from the Holy Quran and a story about a prophet of Allah. Each story and each episode has a very, very important lesson we can learn from it. So listen very, very carefully, okay? Today, I am going to tell you a story from the beginning of time. Let's go right back to the start, when Allah first created the world and first created humans. Who was the first prophet sent down to earth? Who can guess? I'll give you some time, okay? Shout it out. The first prophet sent down to earth. That's right, it's Prophet Adam. Allah made Adam and Hawa. Some people call them Adam and Eve. I am sure you have already heard about them before, right? So today I am going to tell you a story of what happened when Allah created them. And this story teaches us so many things, which we will come to at the end of the story. So listen very, very carefully, okay? Are you listening? Shall I begin? Okay. So Allah created Adam and Hawa. Then he called the angels and said that he had made a man who was called Adam. And he had made a woman who was called Hawa. And he wanted them to live on earth. The angels were surprised. You have created humans. Men will spoil the earth. They will destroy it. They will fill it with evil and fighting. But Allah is all-knowing and all-wise. He knows all the secrets of the heavens and earth. Don't worry. He has made everything you see, and knows the true name of every single thing he has made. So Allah taught Adam the names of all the things to him. Then Allah called the angels, "Come here." The angels came. Then he asked the angels to tell him the names of all the things. But the angels did not know the names of all the things. What do you think the angels said? The angels said to Allah, "We do not know the names of the things. You have never told us their names. We know only what you taught us. You are all-knowing and wise." And then Allah called Adam and asked him to tell the names. And guess what? Adam told all the names as Allah taught him. Now we get to the very, very important part of the story. Allah said to the angels, "Angels, bow down to Adam." All the angels bowed in respect to Adam except one person. Who do you think refused to bow down to Adam? It was Iblis. He refused. Iblis was one of the jinn who had obeyed Allah for so long, and now he's refusing. Allah asked Iblis, "Why don't you bow down to Adam? Why don't you obey me?" Iblis said, "Excuse me? You want me to bow down to him? I am better than Adam. You made me out of fire, and you made Adam out of ordinary clay. How can someone like me bow down to him? No way." Iblis did not listen to Allah at all. He did not obey him. So Allah said, "Okay, then get out. Get out of paradise. For indeed you are expelled," as the Quran says. Instead of apologizing or listening to Allah, Iblis carried on in his arrogant ways. "By your might, I surely will mislead them all your humans. I will make them do bad things," Iblis said. "I will tempt people to sin, and I will lead them away from the right path." Then Allah said something so beautiful, so beautiful. I want you all to listen, children, okay? Allah said, "You can tempt people as much as you want, Iblis, but I will tell you one thing. The true believers will never listen to you. They will never get tempted. I will always guide them to do what is right. You will have no power over them." And you know who the true believers are? Who is Allah talking about? He is talking about you. You are the true believers. Allah said He will always guide. He will always protect you, always. Iblis and the bad people will never have power over you. You will always be on the right path, my children. You will always obey Allah. Yes, you. Allah is your protector always. No matter what happens in this world, Allah will always, always protect you and look out for you. You can find the story in Surah number 38, verses 71 to 85, okay? That's Surah number 38, verses 71 to 85. If you open the Quran, even if it's in English, you will be able to find this story and this surah, and you can read the story I have mentioned. So what lessons do we learn from this story? The first lesson is we should never think we are better than others. There is no one better than you, and you, are not better than anyone else. We should not have too much pride and arrogance. We should always, always be kind and caring to others. And the second lesson we learned today is we should always obey Allah. Allah loves us so much, and He is all wise. So we must obey Him and listen to Him and pray to Him. And lesson number 3, Iblis sometimes tries to make people do bad things. Never do bad things. If you think about something bad in your head, ignore it and do something good instead, okay? So I hope you enjoyed today's story from the Holy Quran, a story about the first prophet to be sent down on earth, which is Prophet Adam. And as always, it's question time. Okay, so these are all for the parents to ask the children the questions. Question number 1, what did Allah want Iblis to do? Question number 2, what was Iblis's excuse for not doing what Allah asked him to do? What did he say? Question number 3, what did Iblis say he will do until the day of judgment? And what was Allah's response? And the last question, what lessons did you learn from this story? I thank you all for watching today's story, and I will be back tomorrow with another beautiful story from the Holy Quran. Keep safe, stay happy, and I wish you all have a beautiful day today. If you want to read more about Adam and Hawa and the Prophet Adam, then open up the beautiful Quran with your parents after this video, and you can read more about him. Okay, so the beginning of time Allah talks so much about the beginning of time and the first prophet in the Holy Quran, and inshallah we'll get to that in the future episodes. So inshallah I will be seeing you tomorrow with another beautiful story from the Holy Quran and a beautiful story about our prophets. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.